Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Heads Up with JCarver. I am here playing a $20 Heads Up Sit and Go on the Bovada network. I have been playing, I don't know what that was all about. I've been playing a bunch recently on Bovada, having discovered that I have $98 or something on there, and I've ran it up to a little over 200 as of right now, although with the way that I've my current record for today is 1-2, so I've got some work to do if I want to keep it going on the upswing. I went 1-1 in 20s and I lost 50. I know, unbelievable. If I was still running as hot as it was yesterday, I think I don't think that would have been the case. But seems seems things are running back to normal today. I uh, I was gonna say that it seems like people limp just unbelievably high amounts in these heads up sit and goes on Bovada. So it's been an interesting thing to have to adjust to. Because the first time somebody did it, it was like, alright, he's just a big limper. But now that I've played like close to a dozen of these, boy, it is just crazy how much people just limp buttons in these heads up sit and goes. It's given that people are anonymous and I don't think notes transfer, it's certainly possible that I've been playing the same guy in all of these that I've went, I guess now I'm what, 8-2 against. So it's certainly possible that I've been mostly playing the same guy who just really likes to limp his button. But, that seems less likely than just the fact that everybody seems to just like doing it. Pretty confident that I have the best hand here. Certainly not going to be calling if he shoves, I guess, but pretty comfortable with it. And he doesn't. Maybe I bet a little bit too big. What was that line? He like check min raise or something, or he bet out. I think he bet out. He called pre. Yeah, he bet out. That was what sent that hand be a little bit weirder than usual. Defended here with the 3-5 offsuit. I probably could have just re-raised. That would have been fine. Probably better. But I decided to call, and I'll be check calling. And at this point, I could have the best hand. It wouldn't be unreasonable. I don't see any value in betting. I don't see any reason to think that he'll either fold a better hand or call with a worse hand. So, given all that, I think I'm just going to fold now. He could be value betting with any kind of King X type of hand, any ace, pretty easily. I think I probably messed that hand up by just not re-raising pre-flop. He min-raised though, so it really can't be too bad. I really appreciate everybody checking out all the videos that I've put out in the last few weeks. It's been fun making videos again. I'm not really sure if I'm going to be making videos in early April or not. I haven't really decided yet. I don't have any. I have a bunch more commitments in April than I had in March. This was kind of like summer break actually, just because there was really nothing going on after Bay 101 up through the tournaments in April. So I have a little bit busier of a schedule in April, but I'm gonna try to make a couple at least for you guys. Looks like this is gonna be kind of a standard spot to go all in with. I really don't see any reason not to jam here. He limped, I raised pre, so he certainly can have us beat, but he also could be just raising with like, an overpair once in a while. Although I doubt that he has overpairs. He could have just like the 9-8, 7-8. I don't see any reason to call. Too many scary turn cards I'm gonna make mistakes on. He might not get it in if he has just a single 9 or something. So. Gonna get it in here, hope for the best. Or maybe he'll fold, which would be kind of nuts, but what could he have that he would limp, call, raise, fold? Wow, and he shows it like, oh, look how badly I played this hand. Okay, welcome to Bovada. He's like, look what I did here, look at this fold. Look at this fold that I'm making now, having messed up. Having limp called pre and then raised flop for don't know what reason. It seems less than fantastic poker. But then again, it is a $20 heads up sit and go, and people make mistakes at these levels, shockingly enough. So the day that people aren't making mistakes at $20 heads up sit and goes is probably a bad sign for the poker economy. Decided to check all this flop. I just called pre, so no reason not to think ace high is the best hand on the flop. He seems to be trying to convince me that ace high is not the best hand any longer, but I'm still unconvinced. I still beat a whole bunch of like straight draws and stuff, and really the only hand that he'd be super thrilled about at this point is like a 10 or a queen. Wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for him to bomb turn with like 4s or anything like that. Nice. Glad to see that my reads were on point on that hand. Let's see if he had a straight draw or if he just had nothing. He had the king 3. He was dead to 3 outer. Gonna make a standard c-bet here. Expect to get a fold 90% of the time. Yeah, no, maybe not. Oh wow, the old check raise. I mean, the only hand people check raise with in this spot are king x for value, and that's, I mean, I guess. I mean, I could risk 200 to try to win, and not even 200. I could risk 160 to win 160. It's got to work more than half the time, right? Something like that. I mean, the problem with this line is that I look very bluffy. It doesn't look very believable that I would do that, but thankfully, in the game of chicken, the chip leader typically wins. Unless you're like Galen Hall, who just never lets anyone win those games, or Vanessa is another good example. Two of my poker heroes that just will not lose games of chicken on paired boards like that. Check raise, min re-raise, min re-raise, min re-raise, min re-raise. That's just like completely standard until you get to like the 6th bet, and then it becomes unstandard. You know, fold the old 4-7 offsuit to the 420 shove over there. Some interesting hands so far in this video today. I've really been enjoying my time here at Bovada. I've had a great experience. I like the software. The games are good. You know, it seems like their actions is a little bit inconsistent. Like, there are times that I would like to record a video, but I can't because the only stakes are like $2 sit and goes and 200s, and I don't really have enough money to play 200s yet. Not yet. We'll see. I think I'm gonna try playing the Bodog tournament on Sunday, that 100K guaranteed or whatever. That I haven't played a real online poker tournament from America in, you know, obviously 2 years or whatever. So that could be interesting to play that. I think it's like $100 buy-in. He's clearly been shoving a lot, but this is still a lot of chips, given that's 10-20. If it was 15-30, I would call for sure, but I think with ace-6 suited, I'm just gonna fold here. I think I would call with like ace-10, you know, I think. Better, but not tremendously better. It couldn't be awful to call. The other thing is that I feel like, given that he has enough chips that I can just kind of like chipping. I've been very successful at the chipping away thing. So putting in 500 chips, which is a lot of the chips in play, with ace-6 suited there just doesn't seem like a great spot for me when I have so many other better opportunities to pick away. I mean, he's just gonna run into it sooner or later. It can't be. It's definitely not correct to shove whatever he had. I mean, I don't think he's been shoving correctly, so. If I knew he was going to be really shovey, maybe I would just call this hand, but I think min-raising is still okay. I mean, I've been min-raising with all my other hands, so I feel like I'd rather keep the min-raising up until he really proves to himself to be a super shove-happy guy in terms of like shoving over min-raises, which hasn't been the case so far. He's mostly just open shoved. Pick up that pot right there. Ace-deuce. I'm folding to an open shove. If he min raises, I'll probably end up calling. What are you doing? I'm getting the old. Yeah, I'm glad he really thought through his options though before he decided to put in the whole stack. I thought this was a turbo, but I feel like this has been longer than 5 minutes at this blind level. I guess you guys will know, but I don't have a lobby, or do I have a lobby? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's an unturbo. That makes more sense now. I didn't mean to, but I guess you guys got your wish for longer videos because it's not a turbo. All right, I don't know what this guy is doing, but trying to give us 20 bucks. It looks like. Blinds will go up in a minute, I think. And then at that point, we'll be a little more standard. Oh, look at that flop. Excuse me. Alright. Well. And you're drawing almost dead. Alright. And the cards are on fire! Alright. Sweet. And he insta-declined. Alright. I'm pretty happy with that. I feel like I played that one pretty well. I think my record now for today is 2-2, but I'm down because I lost a 50 and I've only won 20s. So uh, pretty happy with how that match went. Seems like a pretty typical heads-up tournament on Bodog, to be honest. That seems like mostly how they go when in the 20s. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know on Twitter and in the comments below what you guys thought of this video and all this series and all these March videos and all that stuff. I really appreciate all the support and you guys taking some time out to watch this video and hang out with me here. So, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.